Hello, friends. Today I am going to talk to you to a subject as to whether we as Indians or as a nation are not learning lessons from the dreadful events has happened in the past, especially which is affecting the security of the country and the economy of the country. Today, when we see that China is aggressively sitting at our border, we are accusing it that they have the policy of expansion and they are very aggressive. Now, when we say they are very aggressive and they have the policy of expansionism, is that these two words enough to say? What is that? Why we are not expansionist, why we are not aggressive, or what we are lacking in it. 1962, you have seen it, what China has done to us. They have humiliated us and they have taken a large chunk of the land. We have not been able to take it back. But we have not resolved, we have not done anything, we have not made any plan. China, we started as a republic in 1949, and India, we started as a republic 1952 after getting independence of 1947, almost all equal time, almost all equal opportunities. But in spite of that, China that has economy of 14 trillion today, or more than that. And India, on the other hand, has got or trailing with an economy of 2.75 trillion, which has further squeezed by 10%. And look at the defense forces, or defense equipments, and technology, where we stand comparatively. We never thought where they are going. 5 times more than us, just sitting in our neighbor. What is that? That means we were sleeping. We were not thinking what has happened in historical events which have challenged our country, our sovereignty. There are multiple historical events. Look at it. In bombardment in Bombay, 26/11 in Bombay, Godhra train fire, then attack on the parliament, then hijacking of the airlines. One thing, Kargil happened, 65 happened, and in Kashmir, burning just because of Pakistan. Knowing fully well that in our border there are two countries, not one. Two countries, and we're still trailing in our economy and defense equipments far behind than China. There is something terrible missing in us. Look into yourself. Think about it. What was required? What is that? Dynastic. Dynastic rulership. Dynasty continued right from 1947 till last few years before. And during that period, only domestic situation is there. They are infighting with each other. They are making adjustments of the power. Who should be given defense? Who should be given this ministry? Should give it that ministry? But they themselves should stay in power. Is that enough for building a nation, or the nationality which is missing terribly in the country? Do you think this will make the country strong? Today or tomorrow, China is now at our border threatening you. Then Pakistan is also there. We should have been ready and prepared for both the countries. Not only that, in addition, this likelihood of the backlash is coming immediately after the conclusion of the dialogue with the Taliban and in Afghanistan, and the troops of USA are withdrawn. Where we are, this is necessary, which should have been done but has not been done. And we have today politicians. What kind of politicians? Politicians like, what should say it, Abdullah, Farooq Abdullah, Omar Abdullah, Sheikh Abdullah, dynasty after dynasty. Farooq Abdullah is today saying that we will take the help of China. Don't you think it? It's an ordinary matter. It's ordinary thought. It's ordinary kind of mindset. It's a very, very serious one. This gentleman, this just a man who was a product of dynasty, has been a cabinet minister. Who made him cabinet minister? He was a chief minister also. His father was a chief minister. His son was a chief minister. And what has happened in Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir? People have been killed. People have been thrown away. People have been raped. Thousand people have been allowed to get out from the country, from the Kashmir, from the state. And our central government has not said anything. Our home minister did not speak that time. Mahbub Mufti, her father, Muhammad Mufti. What is going on? Are we not thinking all these things happening in the history should awaken us? This should not happen. Should we not prepare ourselves? Is it enough to say that somebody is an invader and he has invaded your country and is a cruel? Is it enough? Look into yourself, introspect yourself. You have already lost. You have already lost Pakistan, land which belonged to you. Lost Bangladesh, land which belonged to you. In 1962, the land belonged to you. You lost it. And even till date, it is same situation is going on. And the domestic field befalling the people. मजाक हो रहा है. क्या लोग सोच रहे हैं? अपने आप को सोचिए, देखिए कैसे लीडर्स आप बना रहे हैं, किस तरह के लीडर्स आप बनाए हैं और कितने सालों तक ये लीडर्स चलते रहे हैं. आज की स्थिति में हमें 73 years have gone, but we have not been able to create our resources equal to China. What to talk of join with China and Pakistan? 14 trillion and you just 2.17 trillion? 5 times your defense resources. Is it that we are preparation? Or we are just busy in our entertainment? A politician comes and talks big things and you feel very entertained and start clapping it. You have to think it and see that our leaders are really capable, do have the capacity, do they have the vision, do have the understanding, are they well educated to understand small minimum things, what is the GDP and all that, how the economy improves, how the economy is important for the defense. Any defense can you have without economy? And look at it when you talk about corruption or something like that. Today I just heard in the news that Malia, in the case of Malia, the Manmohan Singh and Chitambram have written a letter to the bank that loan should be given when the bank refuses not to give the loan because it's not correct. It does not meet the minimum standard, but still you do. This is the kind of politicians we have produced. Look at it. Who are responsible? People of the country are responsible. People of the country has to see it. You have to see when you call it democracy. Is that the largest democracy? This democracy is a dynastic democracy. This is like a monarchy come dynasty come democracy. This kind of democracy will not work. The legacy of isolation is not working, it has failed. The policy of Nehru continuously of non-aligned as an isolation policy has totally failed. Not only giving importance equally to the defense forces has also failed. Ignoring the advice of the defense generals in Kashmir and in 1962 has brought a big blot to the country. ये एक नसूर की तरह है जिसने भारत जिस कंट्री को बिल्कुल कैंसरस बना दिया. आप कभी इसको देखिए, आप इसको समझिए, हमें क्या करना है. Fortunately for this country that today it's a different kind of government, different kind of leaders who are thinking about the country. Foremost in their mind is the integrity, sovereignty of the country. Definitely you need a double engine, triple engine to start the development of your economy to meet and accept the challenge of China and Pakistan and the expected backlash from Afghanistan. Unless you are strong, you will not be able to do it. No doubt, I really appreciate that the present leadership, political as well as military leadership, have shown, in addition to diplomatic missionaries, played a wonderful and great role. That role has ultimately brought a successful in creating a quad of Japan, USA, Australia, and India, which has filled the vacuum of the gap of your economy and the defense resources against China. And that's the one reason that China is rethinking what the next source, what the next action he should have. Do you think that by staying in a policy of isolation, it is going to give any success. No, sir, no. You have to see it. The politician, when they talk, what they say and what they mean it. Any politician you do not want like a Farooq, Abdullah, that in the center and the state, they should be talking about something which is putting a nail to the chest of the country and the people in that one. You have to see it. You have to make yourself strong. You have to make yourself economical strong. You have to make yourself defense-wise strong. You have to make yourself strong for the law and order. Why law and order is so weak in our country? Have you thought of that? Why people from this country wants to go to Western and USA? Why they are not coming to your own country? What are you trying? You creating a differences amongst the people. A northeast man comes to Delhi, you hate him. Your own people. Do you think this will create integrity? Look into yourself. Make it sure. People have to see what kind of rights they have. They have the rights. What are the democratic rights? These democratic rights, they must use it. The Constitution has been written by Ambedkar, and the Constitution has been created by you. It is you, the people of India. This is the preamble which says, we, the people of India, it's a people who have made this constitution, and you are not using your power to make it sure that those leaders are produced who have some characters. Number one, sovereignty of the country, integrity of the country, law and justice in the country, corruption, then economy of the country, defense of the country. If these are missing, and there are certain jokers in the dynastic rule, you have to see those jokers don't come. That is very important if you want to have really dignity of yourself in the country. Let me tell you one thing more. You have created a court. If by chance this war at the China border, Indian border, escalates, do you think that the Quad members, or not even the members, the Quad, the China, the USA, or Japan, or Australia, they will send the troops to fight for you? You have to fight. You have to fight. And remember what has happened in the history. Learn lessons from that. 62 has happened. It was necessary for our politicians to make it sure the country is boosted up to level of China at least, if not more. You were supposed to interact with international actions, international effectiveness. Whatever is happening out of the country will affect our country also. We have to be ready for that one. With this, I'm closing my video. Thank you very much for listening to me. And if any other new thought comes to mind where I feel convinced, then I will make another video. Thank you very much during this coronavirus. Take care about yourself and your family. And thank you once more. May God bless you all.